I'm on a little mission this morning. I'm going to get a special material that is quite hard to find actually. You might see it growing in estate parks, but you can't always get hold of it. I'm after lime bast. So in a minute I'll show you what the lime tree looks like, and we'll talk about that a bit more. This is an avenue of limes that we're now driving down. And as you can see, the stalls around the limes themselves are well grown out, and that all needs pollarding out. Generally, if you look in the middle of the trees, the actual trees themselves aren't doing so well, so I don't quite know what the management are planning for this, but this is a good opportunity, I would say a rare opportunity too, to actually get some lime bast. I do find it quite a difficult thing to get hold of. Okay, we're stopping here. Here's our lime tree. As you can see, the buds are just coming out. And these are quite nice. You can have these in a salad. And the forester has kindly put me a little selection here that I can get into the Land Rover. These are about 5.5 foot, so I can get plenty of good length fibre from this, and that's what I'm after. If you look here, it doesn't look like it's got much to offer, but we can actually peel this bark off into strips, and then we're going to soak it for about 2 months, and you're going to have some of the finest cordage you can get. And the wood itself, a lot of people like it for carving, but actually it's brilliant for your bow drills as well. It really does give you a strong fluffy ember, which is just first class when you're trying to use the bow drill. So now I've got these logs home, what I'm doing is I'm cutting right down each log in 1.5 inch, about 1.5 inch strips, and then just get to the top and begin to lift that. It can be a bit tight, and there is something to be said for standing the logs in water before you actually start doing this job. But once that begins to go, it should lift up quite nicely for you. So, once you've actually got this particular piece, you've got all of these fibres laying here, and they're against the bark. So what I like to do is snap through the back and push away, and that's really the bit we want. And you should find that when you're looking at the back of this, what you're looking at is something that looks like the back of like orange peel. And that means that you've actually got all of the fibres and haven't left some behind. Once we've taken them, see what you've then got is you've got that, and that can be a product all by itself, you know. So what you can be starting to think of with this sort of thing is bark baskets. And the fibre itself, what I'm going to do is that's going to be soaked for about 8 weeks in a clean, just in a clean water pot, and you're going to find that there's an awful lot of kind of slime, and it will have a smell all by itself, but you don't want to invade that process. You've got to let the fermentation happen. So you go back to it from time to time around about the 8-week period, depending on what the weather's like, and these will all begin to slip apart, and then you can basically, you've got cordage. Seems like a bit of a daunting job in some respects, because I've got quite a bit of this material. You tend to think, well, I've got to rush it. If you rush it, you ruin it, so there's no point. You've literally got to go with the time it takes. One of the things that crops up all the time with primitive technology, when the window's open, you've got to climb through it, because otherwise you've missed it again for another season. So anyone that drops in to see me over the next few weeks, guess what you'll be doing? You'll be taking the bark off.